Information systems, IS audits are formal assurance engagements that require disciplined project management and systematic testing methodologies to ensure audit quality, consistency, and reliability. From planning through reporting and follow-up, auditors must manage audit activities using structured methodologies that align with professional standards while producing sufficient and appropriate evidence to support audit conclusions. Audit project management. An IS audit is fundamentally a project with defined objectives, scope, schedule, resources, deliverables, and stakeholders. Consequently, effective project management principles are essential for ensuring that audit engagements are completed on time, within scope, and with sufficient evidence to support audit opinions. Project management within auditing facilitates schedule development, resource allocation, evidence collection, documentation management, report preparation, client communication, and timely completion of audit activities. Formal project management practices also support status monitoring, issue tracking, progress reporting, and audit documentation retention throughout the engagement. Large and complex audits frequently benefit from dedicated project management expertise in addition to technical audit skills. An audit methodology provides a standardized sequence of procedures that enables audits to be conducted consistently across different auditors and engagements. The methodology typically includes the following phases: identification of the audit subject, such as an information system, business process, or IT function. Definition of audit objectives, including compliance verification, control effectiveness assessment, or governance evaluation. Determination of audit type, including operational, compliance, financial, integrated, forensic, or IS audits. Establishment of audit scope, specifying organizational units, systems, processes, and time periods to be examined. Pre-audit planning, including identification of locations, personnel, technologies, policies, diagrams, and documentation required for fieldwork. Development of the audit statement of work or engagement letter, particularly for external audits. Preparation of detailed audit procedures and testing activities based on audit objectives and risk assessment. Risk assessment plays an integral role during project planning. Auditors may perform a preliminary risk assessment or review historical incidents and organizational information to identify areas requiring greater audit scrutiny and resource allocation. This risk-based planning improves audit effectiveness by focusing effort on areas with the highest business impact. An important project management tool is the audit plan, which functions similarly to a project plan by tracking milestones, task dependencies, schedules, resources, and methodology throughout the engagement. While the audit plan governs overall project execution, detailed testing activities are managed separately through testing matrices and work papers. Auditors also employ provided by client (PBC) lists, which organize documentation requests such as organizational charts, system documentation, policies, control descriptions, and operational records. Proper management of information requests minimizes delays and improves audit efficiency by coordinating evidence collection with client personnel. Audit testing and sampling methodology. Audit testing is the systematic process of obtaining sufficient evidence to evaluate whether controls are properly designed and operating effectively. The reliability and relevance of evidence directly influence the validity of audit conclusions and recommendations. Evidence may include observations, interviews, documentation, electronic records, system configurations, transaction logs, and analytical procedures. IS auditing employs two primary testing methodologies. Compliance testing determines whether controls are appropriately designed, implemented, and operating according to established policies and procedures. Examples include evaluating change management processes, access management procedures, or system development lifecycle controls. Substantive testing verifies the accuracy, completeness, and integrity of transactions and information processing. Auditors frequently create or trace transactions through systems to validate processing accuracy and identify unauthorized modifications or processing errors. Depending upon audit objectives, engagements may require compliance testing, substantive testing, or an appropriate combination of both methodologies. Because complete examination of every transaction is rarely practical, auditors employ sampling methodologies to draw representative conclusions about larger populations. Sampling enables efficient evidence collection while maintaining acceptable levels of audit assurance. Common sampling techniques include statistical sampling, using mathematical probability to support objective conclusions. Judgmental sampling, relying on auditor experience and professional judgment. Attribute sampling, evaluating whether specific control characteristics exist within sampled items. Variable sampling, measuring numerical values or monetary amounts. Discovery sampling, designed to detect rare but critical exceptions. Stop or go sampling, permitting early termination when sufficient evidence has been obtained. Stratified sampling, dividing populations into homogeneous groups before selecting samples. Sampling design must ensure that selected items accurately represent the overall population, while minimizing sampling risk and supporting valid audit conclusions. Modern IS audits increasingly employ computer-assisted audit techniques, CATs, to automate sampling, analyze large datasets, identify anomalies, correlate transactions, and support continuous auditing. CATs significantly improve audit efficiency in complex information environments by enabling analysis that would be impractical through manual methods alone. Continuous auditing extends this capability by collecting and evaluating automated samples over extended periods, providing ongoing assurance rather than point-in-time evaluation. Mastery of audit project management and audit testing and sampling methodologies enables CISA professionals to execute structured, risk-focused audit engagements that produce reliable evidence, support defensible conclusions, optimize resource utilization, and strengthen organizational governance and control effectiveness.